The two chakras that I'm referring to, they are the solar plexus and the third eye chakras. So I will go deep into these two, and hopefully you'll be able to have a clear understanding of how to activate them and use them to enhance your experiences. So let's begin with the solar plexus. Once you understand what this center actually does at a deep level, that name makes complete sense, because what lives here is really extraordinary, and I do feel that almost nobody in the consciousness exploration space talks about it the way it deserves to be talked about. The solar plexus is your core manifestation center. Manifestation gets thrown around so loosely that the word has almost lost its power. At its most fundamental level, manifestation is not visualization, it's not positive thinking, it's not scripting or affirming. Those are tools, and they're useful tools, but they are not the mechanism itself. Manifestation is essentially the projection of your energetic frequency onto the field of reality with enough coherence and clarity that reality reorganizes around it. And that projection, the act of imprinting your consciousness onto the fabric of what is, originates here in this center, in the solar plexus. This is why ancient traditions across the world identified this region as the seat of personal power. Martial artists built entire disciplines around developing and directing it. Shamanic traditions called it the warrior center. Every single one of these traditions, independently, they all arrived at the same recognition, and that's that there is a power center in the human body located in the core. And when it's fully activated, the person carrying it becomes someone who just shapes reality. Now, let's bring that into the context of multidimensional exploration. When you move your consciousness beyond the physical, into the layers of reality that exist beyond what the ordinary senses can detect, you are entering fundamentally territory that is responsive to consciousness. So this means that who you are energetically, as in like what you're radiating from your center, it determines everything about what you encounter and what you're capable of doing there. Now, the solar plexus is not just about power in the external sense. It's about your right to determine what your experience will be, that your consciousness is your own, that where it goes, what it encounters, and how it moves through reality is ultimately your domain. So reclaiming that authority is what solar plexus activation is really about. And when it happens, when that center genuinely ignites, you'll know it. It's kind of a warmth that becomes heat, which then becomes power. And that is the inner fire that ancients were pointing at. Now, let's talk about the third eye chakra. And let me start by correcting the most common misunderstanding about the third eye, because I hear it constantly and it keeps people from developing the center. People treat the third eye like it's some kind of mystical gift, like something you either have or you don't. It's nothing like this. The third eye is a sense organ. That's the precise functional definition. And like every other sense organ, it develops through use, it atrophies through neglect, but most importantly, it can be deliberately trained. As it develops further, the boundary between what you perceive internally and what you perceive externally becomes permeable. You begin to sense the energetic quality of spaces. You will start to perceive the intentions behind words before the words are spoken. So essentially, the structure of something before your analytical mind has processed it. That's intuition. So in the context of multidimensional exploration, the third eye is everything. It's how you receive information from those layers of reality that have no physical form. A fully developed third eye is like stepping outside on a clear day. Everything is in focus. The information is dense, and you come back with experience that has genuine weight and meaning. And that changes how you see everything, even your own physical reality. And this is why the ancients called it the eye of wisdom, because it gives you clarity about the nature of reality, about the structure of consciousness, about what is actually possible for a human being who develops the full range of their perceptual capacity. And now, I want to talk about the relationship between these two centers, because this is where the real breakthrough happens. The reason most people are not able to reach their altered state goals is honestly almost always because these two centers are out of balance. The solar plexus, without the third eye, is blind force, power that has nowhere to go, nothing to perceive, nothing to navigate towards. You're moving through darkness. The third eye without the solar plexus is passive perception. You can see, you can perceive, you can receive, but you can't move, you can't direct, can't command. You sort of become a witness to non-physical realities rather than an active participant. And together, you can receive information and you can act on it. You can encounter what exists beyond the physical and engage with it deliberately. So this combination is what every serious practitioner across every tradition was ultimately developing. They used different language, different techniques, but the underlying architecture was all the same. Essentially, inner fire meeting inner vision. Here is the full sequence. Use this before any altered state practice, whether it's lucid dreaming or astral projection, reality shifting, deep meditation. Just run this every time. Step 1. Ground the root. Lie down in your practice position, breathe slowly and deeply. Bring your full attention to the base of your spine. Visualize a deep red light there. Feel the weight of your body against the surface beneath you. The intention is safety. You are communicating to your nervous system that this body is safe and I can move my consciousness away from it without fear. Spend 2 to 3 minutes here. Don't rush this step, okay? Now, step 2. Breathe up the spine. With each slow inhale, draw your awareness upward. Pause at the sacral center. Feel warmth and fluidity there. Then continue to the solar plexus. And here, don't just pass through. Pause. Breathe directly into the center. Then you can continue upward through the heart. Let the bridge open and keep moving through the throat. What we've done so far is just a quick grounding exercise to activate some of these centers before we go deep into the 2 chakras we want to focus on. Okay, so here we go. Step 3. Ignite the solar plexus deliberately. Now come down to the solar plexus. Return your full concentrated attention to your upper abdomen. Then visualize a bright, steady yellow gold flame burning there. You gotta feel the heat of it. Set your intention for the practice from this center, and not with words, but with feeling, with the felt sense of absolute inner authority. No, the statement is not, I hope this works. The statement is, I am in command of this experience. I determine where my consciousness goes. I am sovereign. Hold that until the warmth is undeniable. And I'm serious here. You will feel the warmth. So do not move past this step until you feel it. Step 4, open the third eye. Shift your awareness to the space between and slightly above your eyebrows. Apply focused, gentle attention and begin to breathe into that point. And also notice what starts to appear in your visual field behind closed eyes. Is it color, depth, movement, geometry? Whatever begins to emerge, don't grasp at it, simply allow it and keep your attention steady. Now try this. Produce a low resonant hum from deep in your throat, kind of like this. Okay? Feel it vibrate in your skull. Direct that vibration towards the third eye point. This is a frequency delivery mechanism. Now, vibration stimulates the pineal gland region directly, and you might feel a noticeable shift in that area within like 30 seconds of doing this. A tingling, a pressure, a sense of something opening. Just stay with it, okay? Let the visual field behind your eyes deepen and clarify. Step 5, let the crown open. After your third eye is active, just gently direct your awareness above your head into that space above the crown and simply hold the intention of openness, of receiving. And you might feel a tingling at the top of the skull. I know some will feel a dissolution of the boundary of the top of their head. For me personally, it's a combination of both. Whatever arises, just allow it. That's your signal that you're on the right path. And that's it, guys. That's the activation protocol I want you to practice. You don't need to believe any of this, okay? Just run the protocol. Feel it for yourself. Direct experience is the only teacher that matters. If this video opens something in you, subscribe and give it a thumbs up. Everything I share on this channel comes from direct practice. If you want to go deeper, advanced protocols, and a community of people doing this work seriously, then the links are in the description below. If you would also like to have direct one-on-one messaging with me, that is also possible through the links. So check those out, and I'll see you soon in the next one.
Because I am more than physical matter, I can perceive that which is greater than the physical world.